So it takes 11 hours in the boat. And there are crocodiles and hippos in the river.
You're in a tiny little canoe.
Yes.
And you are in that canoe for 11 hours and there's crocodiles and hippos.
Exactly.
These huge animals in the water.
Yes, yes.
And you do all that to reach the faithful.
Exactly.
I'm here with Father Robin, and I'm very happy that I'm here with you. You are from Kerala, India, and you are a missionary in Sambia.
Exactly.
And you are a Carmelite brother, monk? What's the right word?
Carmelite priest.
You're a Carmelite priest.
Yes, or a friar.
A friar.
Yes,
and how did you end up in Sambia?
We started our mission in 2014.
Yes.
So our Father General from Rome, he actually sent the Manyamal province from Kerala, because we are the biggest province in the order of the Discalced Carmelites.
In all the world?
Yes,
your
all the world.
Is the biggest?
Yes. And we had also Father Definita General, Father Mullur. And there was another Definita General from Malawi, Father George Tambala. At present, he's an Archbishop in Malawi. So they made the communication, and the Bishop of the diocese, Bishop George Cosmas Maire Lungu, wanted Carmelites or any congregation who follows the spirituality of child Jesus, Saint Teresa of Lisieux. So he wanted, and he likes her spirituality a lot. So he approached now the present Bishop George Tambala, and they had the conversations in Generalate in Rome. And Father General approached the Manyamal province, whether if he can take up the mission in Zambia. And of course, Father Provincial said, yes, we can take it up. And in 2014, 4 missionaries were selected, and I was one among them. We came to Zambia in 2014, January 17.
Okay, so for almost 11 years now.
Yes, almost 11 years. This is 11th year running. Yeah.
And so it was really the patron saint of the missions who took you.
Exactly.
Really
yeah, she's the co-patroness of the mission, and of course we are proud of her.
Oh, that's great.
Exactly.
And I read you already have you went there and pretty quickly you built your own monastery, and now you even have a seminary already.
We have the initiation course done in the mission. But for postulancy and for novitiate, philosophy, we send the students to Tanzania. Okay. Our own brothers are there, so they have got the formation houses. So we send them so that they can also study with other students from other nations, other countries.
Where all the Carmelites from different nations come together.
Yes.
And are there Carmelites in many African countries now?
Yeah. We have Carmelites in Tanzania, Malawi, Uganda, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, Congo, Cameroon.
Wow.
Yes, a lot of countries.
And one of the key aspects of the Carmelite life is poverty and also prayer.
Yeah, contemplation.
Contemplation
and work.
Is contemplation, is that something new to the African kind of Christianity and Catholicism? Is that a new aspect?
You are right, actually. Contemplation is very new because the African people are very dynamic. If you have noticed their mass liturgy, these people are always lively, they sing, joyful. They dance. Yeah, they are very joyful. And we have also not started introducing contemplation. Of course, we conduct adorations, we help them to pray or meditate or do silent prayers. But the African, especially in our areas who are in the parish, they have not really grown to learn contemplation or meditation because they are active. But we are trying to teach them to contemplate, to meditate, to go deeper into the mysteries. Yeah. So we are trying to teach them, but most of the people are uneducated. And we are also doing primary evangelization. We need to start with something, no? Of course, it's a Christian nation, and people are ready to come to the church, but their faith is a bit shallow or skin deep, I would say. Yeah, so we cannot start with contemplation or meditation. We need to give them basic prayers or teach them basic prayers. In a way, I would say primary evangelization is to be done there.
I was in Sambia once, 1.5 years ago. We had a wonderful Austrian missionary there, Elisabeth Gestaltmeier. And it was her great goal for her work as a missionary in Sambia. She said, nobody has anything against Christianity. Everybody will tell you they're Christians. But like you said, sometimes it really doesn't go very deep. And her goal is to lead children, people into a greater depth. And she does a lot of work with children, praying the rosary, and really diving into their own faith.
Yes, exactly. Their faith, as I said, is shallow. But we are trying to target the children and the youth. So every day before the Mass, we have Holy Rosary prayed. Yes, so in all the outstations. We have 4 outstations in Chamilala, and we have 7 outstations in Manjawan. So we are given 2 parishes by the diocese, Chipata diocese. So
and these 2 parishes have 4 and 7 outstations.
So we take, we have rotations. In every 4 weeks, they receive Mass. Every week they can't have Mass, it is impossible. But at the center, at the parish, we have Mass every day and also on Sundays, yes. Yeah.
And how far is it, how far are the ways that you have to travel in order to reach your outstations?
Some of the outstations are a bit far, like 25 to 30 kilometers. Some are between 10 and 15.
But it's not... So people know it's not 25 to 30 kilometers on a Austrian road.
No, it's gravel road or say muddy road, and maybe bridges are broken down. We may have to go into the water.
So you spend a lot of time in the car.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And we need also like 4x4 cars because small cars cannot reach these places. Some places we have to go by walk or by boat. Like 23 kilometers. We use the banana boat, they pedal, or those boats which are very small, canoe. And it takes maybe 11 hours to reach there.
Wow.
And by walk, maybe 7 to 8 hours, because we are paddling against the current. So it takes 11 hours in the boat. And there are crocodiles and hippos in the river.
You're in a tiny little canoe?
Yes.
And you are in that canoe for 11 hours and there's crocodiles and hippos?
Exactly.
These huge animals in the water?
Yes.
And you do all that to reach the faithful?
Exactly, yeah. And people are very happy when we reach there, because they don't have any access to road, to the clinic, to the school. So when we go there, they are very happy, they welcome us. Of course, we may have to stay outside, no house. We can watch the sky and sleep. Yes, but it's very interesting and we are happy. It's very satisfactory. It gives a lot of satisfaction.
Because you do something important.
Yeah, and people need us. They need us. Yes.
And do you also, you said there's in some places there's little access to school and healthcare. Do you also, do you have projects where you provide that, or do you work together with people that provide healthcare?
As I said, we have 2 parishes. In one place, the sisters are running a clinic.
Okay.
Yes, Charles Borromeo sisters, they are running a clinic. The other place in Manjawantu, there is a clinic which is run by the government.
Okay.
Yes. And education is very low standard because in our place we only have primary schools, no secondary school. For them to have access to the secondary school, at least they have to travel 30 kilometers, which is impossible for the children. So most of them, they stop learning or going to school after grade 7.
Okay.
And the girl children, they get pregnant at the age of 14, 15. It's very sad to see, but that's the way it is there.
Is there something that you can... I mean, do you talk about these things? Do you mention them in your sermons? You said a lot of is primary evangelization or taking people a little deeper. Do you talk about these difficult social issues as well?
Yeah, of course. In the sermons, we concentrate more on children because the parents also, they don't like some of their children going to school. Because when they go to school, work at home is pending. So the mothers especially, they don't like the children to go to school. But we force through our preaching, through our sermon, through our lessons which we give them or the family visitation which we do, we try to somehow force them and try to teach them the value of education. And also value of going to clinic if they have some problem, health problem. Some of them, they don't go to the clinic. Instead, they try to go to this witch finders, or in our language we say nganga. In Chinyanja we say nganga, witch doctor. And they get medicines from them which are injurious to their health. We try to help them or try to tell them, give them more information that should be going to the clinic, should be going to the school so that you can have a bright future. Yes, we try our maximum to do that.
And do you have like children's groups or youth groups where you, apart from Mass?
Yes, we have so many lay movements, and also for children we have Holy Childhood, and for the youth we have youth group. And they are very active.
So there's something, even when you can't reach these outstations that are far away, they still meet and there's still a parish life going on. Exactly.
They have their own leaders and also an elder person. We call them matron or patron, who are in charge of the children and also for the youth. So we instruct the patron and matron, and they conduct the activities and programs in the outstations and small Christian communities. So they are responsible. You started 10 years ago with what you're doing now, with 4 Indian priests. Yes, 4 Indian priests. And are you still 4, or is there more of you now? We are 6 now, but the ones who were sent in the beginning, 2 had to go back to India because of the health reasons. They had a malaria, and one, he was our coordinator, Father Jacob Paxi. He was elected as the counselor for the province. So he was called back to the province in India, in Kerala. So are you the only one who's still there of the 4 that originally went? Exactly. Yes. And but now we are 6. We have 2 communities, so 3 each. Members in each community. Oh, you live in 2 different places? Yes. So the places are called Chamilala and Manjawantu. Both parishes and the communities are in Chipata Diocese. Okay, sorry, those are the 2 parishes you mentioned, and those are your 2 communities. Yeah, exactly. And are there young Zambian men that show an interest in your life and in priesthood in general, or maybe even being a Carmelite priest? I didn't get your question. Is there a young Zambian man, so from the area that you're working, that become interested in becoming priests or even Carmelite priests in your way of life? Yeah, in the diocese we have a lot of occasions. Even to our order, we have 2 seminarians. Oh, really? One is already doing his 2nd year philosophy in Tanzania, and the other one is doing his postulancy in Tanzania also, yes.
Okay.
So we have 2.
I've heard of that you have a seminary, but I didn't know how that... okay, so you already have 2 seminaries.
Yes. And of course, the boys are interested, the young boys are interested in joining us and also the congregations, yes. There is future, yes.
Yeah, it's really beautiful if you're an Austrian, or in my case, a German Christian Catholic living in Austria, and then you see how the universal church, you know, there's so much happening. There's young men who really have a desire to become priests. It's really important for us to know that, because there's a danger of thinking, you know, the church is just a decline. Yes. Because it's not in a super healthy condition here, the church. But if you look at the global church, it's growing. It's beautiful.
Especially in Africa, it is growing. And the growth is, we can see with our own eyes that there is growth, there is vocation, and so many people are attracted to church and Jesus. Yes. It's very overwhelming to see that. And that's why I was saying we are very happy to work there, because it's a dynamic place, Sambia. Liturgy is very dynamic. They're singing and dancing, the participation. There's so much involved in the liturgy. And it takes sometimes 4 hours, 5 hours, a mass. No? And they are completely dedicated. On Sunday, they start the preparations on Saturday. They practice in choir. The Stella girls will be training. The ABC, I mean, the altar boys, they will be training. And they come to church around 8:30 up to 12:30, 13 hours. They are there in the church. No complaints.
Yeah, I was once at I can't think of the English word, the Priesterweihe, if you ordain a priest. And it was in Rwanda, and it took 7 hours. Yeah, and for the foreigners like me, there was something built where we could sit in the shade. Yeah. But there were people who sat for 7 hours in the glowing sun. Nobody complained. Everybody was happy and enjoyed it. And I was so impressed. I thought, there's so much spirit in the church.
Ordinations are usually like that. The feast celebrations, ordinations, they take normally 5 to 6 hours.
And was it, for you personally, was it a great change to go from your culture to all of a sudden be in Sambia, which is completely different?
Yeah, anyway, as a priest, I didn't live much in my country, because after the ordination, I was sent to Sambia. So I have not done much ministry as such in India. So everything...
You're really a Zambian priest.
Yeah, I would say that. But of course, there are a lot of difference, like in India and in Sambia. But I have loved the people there. They are very receptive people, and they love the church. They love the priest, and they need our presence amidst them. So they call us for everything, even if it is a meeting or a meeting of the activities of the lay moments. They really expect the presence of the priest. So all the time we have work. Yeah.
And how did you, as a young man, did you always know you would become a priest and maybe a missionary? Or was it, I mean, you come from a very Christian area of India.
Yes, yes.
So it was probably, you've been a Christian all your life, a Catholic.
Exactly, yes. I had the desire to become a priest. Even my brothers, elder brothers, I have 2 elder brothers. They also had the desire to become priests, but you know, it's God's call. Yeah. No, so both of them couldn't. And I also had an uncle who was a priest, and he was a missionary in Andhra Pradesh. That was also a mission of the Manyumal province. We have so many missions which the province has undertaken, and other provinces has originated from our province, like Karnataka, Goa, Tamil Nadu province. All those are products of Manyumal. It's
very fruitful.
Yes. So when I joined, I didn't know even about other priests, because Manyumal, where my home place, Manyumal, we have only Karmelit priest. The parish is run by the Karmelit priests. We have a hospital there, retreat center. So all those things are run by the Karmelit priests.
You grew up in a Karmelite culture.
Yes, I would say that. And that is the mother house also for the province, Manyamal province. So I had that desire and I joined. When I was about to become a priest, I also had the interest to work as a missionary. And in our formation also, the priest, the master, who looks after the seminarians, they also give us some training by sending us to other missions like Orissa or to Andhra to know what is mission. And also we had mission groups in the seminary. So we used to work, extra work, to support the mission in Odisha. I used to go and collect the scraps. Not only me, other brothers who are in the mission group. We used to go to different monasteries to collect the scrap or papers or any waste material. Then we take it and sell it to some place where they take the scrap materials and donate that money to the mission. So we were doing that as a seminarian, and of course I had the love to go to a mission. But of course I didn't expect that I would be sent to Africa in the first year. No, I was thinking maybe I would be sent to Orissa as a missionary, but the provincial said, no, you are elected to go to Sambia. So I said, okay, I will go. So I was selected as one of the pioneers to go to Sambia. So I was the youngest that time. Yes.
That's wonderful. You were selected and you've been there for 10 years and you've loved it. And you really are a Zambian priest. A man from Kerala who is a Zambian priest.
Exactly.
Father Robin, thank you so much for sharing your story and your work with us. It's been wonderful.
I'm also very happy to be here today. And of course, I didn't expect that I'll be interviewed. But I'm happy that I could share about Zambia, about the work we are doing in Zambia. And our humble request to you and the audience is pray for us, because we have a lot of challenges which we are facing in Zambia. And pray for the people who are in Zambia. They are very poor people, but very lovely people. They are happy there. But they need a lot of assistance, they need a lot of help, they need to be supported in many ways, especially the young generation. So we are trying to do that, and pray for us, pray for the people there in Zambia.
It's actually, I think it's one of the best experiences you have to notice that we are really one church. It's by our founders, Pauline Marie Jaricot, blessed Pauline, she said it's prayers and donations that really give us an opportunity to be one. And we're very happy we're connected with you in this beautiful global church. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Abonnieren Sie unseren YouTube-Kanal und bleiben Sie mit uns verbunden.